welcome to the Davita Stampin' Spot. I thought I had everything worked out so I could be live on YouTube. It is not letting me do it. So I switched over, thought I would go live on Facebook. It won't let me do it there either. So I apologize again. I really missed going live so that I can interact with you guys as I create. But at least I get to share a video with you. I'm going to switch the camera here so we can get started. Click the right button. Here we go. All right. Oh, I guess you'd like to see the project. All right. Woo, that didn't turn out very good. Come on, adjust in. There we go. All right. So I am using quite a few pieces this evening from some different pieces and parts. And so I'm going to show you those and then we'll get started creating. So the circle for this project is from the Stylish Shapes, and it's the largest circle, and I like it because it's got the dots around the outside. Then I'm using the deckled rectangles. They have, I think I left them here. Yeah. All these different shapes. This is carrying over, as is the Stylish Shapes. And I'm going to use the second and third largest rectangles. Then I have this piece here, and I actually cut a new one out here. This piece is from the Share a Milkshake dies. And it goes right there on the thing. And it's supposed to be like waffle. So we're going to use it kind of as a background. Not kind of, it's going to be a background. So here's the stamp set. Here's the dies. This is going away. And last I checked, I think the dies are still available, but the stamp set's gone. So if you ordered the stamp set, you don't have the dies, you can still get the dies. It's kind of tricky right now. I'm trying to use up a few more of the products that I bought for the last catalog. One of the projects I wanted to share tonight discovered the stamp set's gone. So I think both of these are still available. I think this one still is. Then I'm using the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper. The good news is this paper is continuing over, so we'll get to use it again for another year. I'm using the Colors and Contours stamp set, and I'm just using these little dots right here. And then I'm using Beautiful Balloons, and I want the happy birthday greeting. I could have used these dots, but I kind of like this one because it's bigger, so I can get it done a little quicker. And then the Stylish Shapes has these banners. Oh, sorry for the light there. The banners, the squares, and the circles. This is a great set to have because it's got a lot of different shapes in it. All right. Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to color my gems. They are the final piece of the project, but I like to color them with the blends so that they have time to dry nicely. So I take the blends and I use the side of the blend so that I don't ruin the tip. I'm going to do 3. I always try to do odd number. I'm going to set those aside. All right. Oh, I guess I didn't finish with all my pieces, did I? Got distracted. So we're going to use this piece. We're going to turn it brown. This is a piece of the beautiful, I already forgot the name. Bright and Beautiful. There we go. I knew it had beautiful. DSP, it's 3 by 5 1/4. Then we have Lemon Lolly, 4 by 5 1/4. And then this is Berry Burst. I have a 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I've scored it at 4 1/2, which is the center. And then we're going to fold it back this way. But that's not going to be all you see on this fold. So I'm going to grab my bone folder here. We're going to score this or burnish it really well. And I'm going to flip around and I'm going to burnish the center because we want our card to lay nicely. All right. This piece here is going to go right inside here. And you're going, no, Davida, don't do that. It's embossed. You're not going to be able to write on it. That's okay. This isn't the piece that we're going to write on. And I was using that. Here we go. This is the one I was using. And I'm really torn on this embossing folder on which way to use it because I love both sides. See that one? But then when you flip it over, it's got the little spikes, and I like those too. This is the 3D embossing folders, one of the three, I believe, that is still available. I'm always scared to say that with everything going out of stock so quick. All right, we're going to take the 3 by 5 1/4 piece, and we're going to attach it right here so that when we open, it's going to go like that. So again, this is one of those where you want to put adhesive on this side here, and then I'm going to put it on the edge here so we don't get glue where we don't want it. You know what? Nope, that's right. I was thinking I gave you the wrong measurement on that piece. It seems a little bright. Let's see if we can move it over here just to see if that's any better. All right, so our base of our card is going to go like that. All right. Now what I did was I took the second largest rectangle and I just folded it in half. I was going to score it, but I decided just doing it by hand was probably the easiest way. Then this is the third largest, and I did the exact same thing. And these pieces are actually going to go together in the middle of the card. So it's going to go like that. But we're going to stamp first, just in case I have an oops, I can flip it over. I'm always telling you that because I have to do it all the time. I'm going to grab my berry burst and I'm going to stamp happy birthday. It is actually from a set I forgot to tell you about. Oh no, I did tell you the happy birthday is from Beautiful Balloons. This set, I feel really bad. One of you watching this wanted this one, and it was available on Saturday, but I was waiting for another customer's order. So while I was waiting, it went out of stock, and I hate it when that happens. Hate it when I have to tell you guys that what you wanted isn't available anymore. So I just want to add some dots like that. So you can see that just adds a little something extra to just the happy birthday. All right, now I'm going to grab my pecan pie. It to me looks like the waffle on the waffle cones. I'm going to take my circle and I want to lay this on here. Now I want it to stay in place. So what I did was I just did a really small square of our masking paper. And I'm going to use it to hold it down. And you're probably going, no, don't do that. It's going to leave a square. You're right, it is. And that's okay because we're going to put something over the top of that. So it's not going to matter. All right, so we're just going to sponge like this. And this is personal preference. Of course, the more you do, the darker it gets. And I didn't put that down very well. All right. I hope you have May 18th on your calendar. That is going to be my open house extravaganza retired merchandise sale, and I am cleaning out. So you do not want to miss that. All right, so there you go. Looks a little wonky with the square in the middle, but I promise it's going to be okay. All right, so now I'm going to grab my scrap paper here, and we're going to build our milkshake. I'm using Azure Afternoon. It's in a Brights family. I don't want it really dark, so I'm going to either what we call two-step, second generation or stamping off, and I'm going to stamp it here on my, oh, wow, that's not as dark as I wanted it. I promise I tried this before I started and it was a little darker than that. So let's try again. Let's see if this is a little better. There we go. That looks much better. And this has 2 steps to it. So it is a 2-step stamp image. And I'm going to line up the bottom here and then the top. I love how it makes the ice cream dish look with the 2 stamps. I just love that. Then I'm going to stamp some strawberry ice cream. So I'm going to use the bubble bath. And I'm going to clean it off. So irritated with YouTube. It showed me everything was ready to go. And then when I hit go live, it said, you can't do this. And of course, I've been sitting here for 20 minutes waiting to start. For once I was here on time, ready to go. I wasn't dashing in like I have been the last few weeks. Try not to waste a lot of paper. But we'll go here. So there's my chocolate ice cream. Gotta have chocolate. And then I want a cherry to put on top. And all of these ice cream pieces come in the Share a Milkshake. And when I looked online today, I'm pretty sure the dies are discounted to quite a bit. So it's even better than a bundle price. All right. And there's my cherry. So the extravaganza on May 18th will be in the morning. That is a paid event. We are going to play games. I'm going to have awesome prizes for you to win and gifts for everyone. All right. So now what I would do is I take the dies and I would use some Post-it note or adhesive to hold the dies in place. I can't find them at the moment. I moved everything out of the way. But I went ahead and cut some out ahead of time so that I'd have all my pieces. And I even did a straw because the stamp set has a straw. All right, I'm going to start with I think I'll start with the chocolate. We're going to attach the chocolate to the ice cream container. Then I thought it would be fun to pop the bubble bath up. I'm going to grab some dimensionals. I am going to be delivering catalogs this week. So if you live local to me, you can expect the catalog to show up on your doorstep. If you're long distance, I've started getting reports that the catalogs are showing up. If you don't have yours within a week or so, please let me know and we'll figure out what happened and we'll get you another one on its way. Fingers aren't working. All right, so one of the pieces you can cut out is this piece here. And then I didn't stamp anything on this little piece. So I'm going to just put some whipped cream on top. What's neat about the dies is they actually cut out a spot. So if you want to put a straw in, you can stamp your straw. I chose to stamp mine. Let me grab the stamps here. I forgot to pull those out. There's this for the filling. So I did that. And I just flipped it, didn't I? Good thing I have. Oh, I thought I had another one. My hands have not been happy with me. I was telling the ladies at school today, my fibromyalgia has flared up and it has just given me a lot of grief over the last few days. Well, I guess this one isn't going to have a straw, but they have a cut slit right here. So you can just slide your straw in. And you'll see I had a second one here. And so that one has the straw. So we'll put the cherry on this one. And I forgot to cut one more whipped cream. So this one's not going to have whipped cream, which would be actually the way I would drink it or eat it. I like whipped cream, but on my ice cream, I really don't care to have whipped cream on it. All right, so tell me, which one do you like better? In the comments, tell me, do you like the whipped cream on the top? Do you like the straw? Which way do you think it looks the best for an ice cream sundae? I wish you could tell me and then I could fix it that way, but technology just continues to give me grief. And now you'll notice I stamped my greeting on the left side, which we don't hardly ever do that on the inside of the cards. But the reason I did that is because this piece is going to go here. And it's going to close like that. So we're going to go ahead and adhere this piece. I made sure that my score line in the middle matched. And I would definitely fold these separately before you put them together. If you don't, it seems like the crease gets a little funny. So score them both and then put them together. I'm going to use quite a bit of adhesive because with the embossed areas, you don't have as much to attach to. Make sure that lines up straight. There we go. And you could do this. You wouldn't have to use the rectangle dies if you didn't want to. You could just cut squares. But see how fun that is? And now let's decorate the top. So I'm going to take my circle and it's going to go on top here. And we're going to put this right over it. So see, nobody's going to see where my adhesive was. I'm going to just put it here in the middle because we don't want to accidentally glue down an edge. And I want my waffle image to be at an angle and not straight on. Because then it looks like you were trying to center it, and then it might be off a little bit. And then to give it even a little more depth, I'm going to use dimensionals to add my ice cream. I will be sending out this week the Technique and Fun Fold projects for May. I know May is an absolutely crazy month. I am going to teach my class. We have company coming the first weekend in May. So I'm moving the Technique and Fun Fold to the second week, and it will be on Wednesday and Friday of that next week. For those of you that like to come on Thursday, if you want to do the projects, let me know, and we'll find a Thursday that works. I'm going to get to babysit my grandsons on that Thursday. So trying to watch them and teach a class just didn't seem like a very doable option. So it'll be the 8th. No, let me think. Yeah, the 8th and the 10th will be the 2 days for the technique class in May. And then the next Saturday, oh, I did it. The next Saturday is the open house. All right, so what I did wrong, and I'm peeling this back off, is you have to make sure that your circle is over far enough so that when you open, it will open. So you're going to have extra over on this side. I'm going to ink glue this down. Actually, tear that off. See, you guys, I make just as many mistakes as everybody else. I'm glad that we can and we can still make beautiful projects. All right, so I'm going to line it up even on this edge here and over the edge here. So it'll open like this and then like that. Touch that up just a little bit there. And the last step is going to be those gems that I colored. Oh. That's got my scoring on there, and I'm not going to have you wait for me to switch it out, so I'll just use this piece. We'll add 3 of these colored dots. I think these are one of the best items in the catalog because you can use them on everything. If you just want plain glimmer, you can do that. If you want to add color, then you use your blends and color. So here you go. Open like this, and happy birthday. Isn't that fun? If you would like this template, let me know. And if you place a $30 order before the end of April, you'll definitely get this as a free gift, a template to know how to do this fun fold. If you order $50 this month, I have the tutorial ready to go with a lot of templates on there with measurements and everything. You get that every month with a $50 order, so keep that in mind. I will be sending out information on the technique and fun fold class, and the open house reminders are on Facebook as well as Instagram and in email. Make sure you RSVP because RSVPs are going to get a special gift. So make sure you do that. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's hope maybe by next Monday I can figure out what's wrong and I'll be able to go live so I can visit with you guys as I craft. Thanks so much for joining me. Have an awesome week and I'll see you next Monday.